If you're watching this, then you probably have somebody in your life that you feel is luckier than you. There are people out there where you almost think, wow, what am I doing wrong? Because they just seem to have it easy. I believe that everybody is equally lucky. Luck can be created, but not in the way that people think. We all have a natural bias within us, a way that we perceive things around us going. And that bias is naturally more skewing to the negative side. So most of us approach life in a way that things are probably going to go wrong. We have more of a realistic outlook on the way that opportunities and outcomes may arrive into our lives. I came across what's called the lucky girl syndrome, which, if you don't know what that is, it's this TikTok trend where influencers on the platform are essentially using positive affirmations daily to try and manifest more luck into their lives. Essentially using luck to try and make their dreams a reality. This lucky girl syndrome is flipping the negativity on its head 180 degrees to become a positive bias, and that idea that everything will go your way and everything is obtainable and you are amazing and things just come easily and effortlessly to you. Now, there's not necessarily a problem with that idea, that way of approaching things. However, a lot of people will fall into a negative spiral with this. This way of flipping ideas on their head and changing that bias from a negative to a positive, you're not building healthier thought processes. You're literally just changing your thoughts. So you're not challenging the negative thoughts and reworking them. You're just taking that negative thought, ignoring it, throwing it out there and replacing it with a positive one. Inevitably, things aren't always going to go your way. You're not always going to have the outcome that you would prefer. And when those things happen, if you're in this positive bias, it can quite quickly become toxic, because when things don't manifest how you would hope, you can then say, oh, well, I'm rubbish and I'm bad. And you can start giving yourself a lot of self-blame, and even to the point of loathing yourself. Telling yourself positive affirmations every day can change the bias that you have on things. So perhaps you do see more of the opportunities in life rather than the problems. And that can be a good thing if you are still dealing with the problems and the undesired outcomes in a healthy way and not beating yourself up about them. So can you really become more lucky? I believe that luck is achieved by taking action, by creating your own opportunities. The more things you do, the more things you try, the more people you meet, the more likely that the connections that you want and the outcomes and the things that you want to bring into your life are going to happen. For you to be able to manifest and to bring positivity into your life, you have to truly and completely, at the deepest core level, believe that that is the outcome. And you have to have no doubt in your mind, no doubt in your heart. You have to be living the life of the person that has those things already now in the present moment. You have to be thinking about that person who has the thing that I want, the new house, the new car, the new job, whatever it is. What would that person's life look like to have got them there? The person that has those things, what would they be doing every day? You need to think about that. You need to be taking action. You need to become that person before you can have those things. By just putting an idea out into the universe and just sitting and watching Netflix all day, it's really not going to help you get there. And then when things inevitably don't go your way and your life doesn't really change, you're going to just start feeling a little bit crap about yourself. So yeah, lucky girl syndrome is sort of based on a rather skewed version of how manifestation works. It's a more passive approach to something that actually you need to be quite active in to change your life. If you want change to happen, you need to take action. If you want to have an incredibly athletic body, you need to consistently put time to developing that. You need to eat well, you need to lift weights, you need to do exercise. You can't just stick a picture on the wall of the body that you're aspiring for, and then just sit and eat cake and crisps and think that that will happen 6 months down the line. You need to be the person, do the things, and then you have what you want. There really is a fine line between self-delusion and healthy manifestation habits. Don't let yourself fall into the trap of thinking that luck can be created just simply by putting positive thoughts and affirmations out into the world. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, of course, it might help you see more of the opportunities in life and less of the problems, because you're flipping your negative bias on its head to become a positive bias. But by doing that, you may be setting yourself up for a fail, because by flipping that bias on its head, you are not equipping yourself to deal with the negative things quite so well. If you have a negative bias, like the majority of us do, when a positive thing comes along, we are pleasantly surprised by it. It sweeps us off our feet and we think, wow, that was incredible. Now, if you are expecting that incredible every single day and something not ideal happens, you're going to feel a bit rubbish. And that's not good for anyone. And once you have had several of those knockbacks, you're going to really start spiraling down this dark path to self-loathing and sort of self-hatred and feeling like you're not good enough. And it can be a really dark and scary place to be in. So don't try and dramatically flip your bias on its head. Instead, it's much healthier to accept that it's completely normal to have a balance in life of things that go well and things that don't go so well. Enjoy the things that do go well when they happen. And if there are things in your life that you're not happy about, perhaps problems just keep occurring, then challenge the ideas around those things. Think about them, try and understand why they're happening. Maybe you keep applying for a new job and you never hear back, or you get rejection letter after rejection letter. This isn't a reason to give up, because the next letter that you send, the next job that you apply for, you could get. It's all about keeping going. We acquire luck by simply putting ourselves out there again and again and again and again. Don't let yourself get disheartened. Just try stuff. Keep applying for jobs, or keep making videos if you're trying to get 1 million subscribers on YouTube. That doesn't happen overnight. Sometimes it appears like it does for people, but usually there's a lot of stuff that's happened behind the scenes before that. And lots of people have had loads of channels that you weren't even aware of, and then they apply everything that they knew to their new channel and it just works. They weren't necessarily luckier than you. They just kept doing, they kept trying, and eventually that creates luck. It creates opportunities. So just keep putting yourself out there, doing the things. Don't just tell yourself the positive things. Just keep doing the positive things. Approach everything from a place of love and opportunity. And if something doesn't go your way, okay, that's fine. It's happened. It doesn't affect you moving forward. Put that in a box, forget about it. Of course, you can take a lesson from it and learn if there's something that you feel can be gained from it, but just focus on the next thing. Do the next thing. Don't let those negative things that have happened inhibit you from moving forwards. If you just keep doing things and trying things, you'll find yourself to be a more lucky person. And I believe that that's a much healthier way of approaching the concept of luck than this lucky girl syndrome, which is literally a little bit of a trap. So yeah, manifest by doing, not just by thinking. Thoughts are super important, and what's going on internally is going to affect what happens externally. But as well as cultivating positive ways of approaching things, you also need to be doing lots of things to have the best chance at having more luck arrive in your life. Have you seen any videos about the lucky girl syndrome? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next video.